I got arrested at the city hall here, at the budget cut meeting. You know, I was there.
Talk to inside.
Yeah, I was there being a lawful citizen.
Explain your name and who you are.
Yep. I'm a civil rights activist. Civil rights means standing up for the freedom of assembly, the freedom of speech, and the freedom of free press.
I am joined now by Derek Soberal. He was on the streets of Toronto, and you are going to be joining this class action lawsuit. Derek, tell me why.
Well, I'm a citizen of Toronto, and I care about what happens in my city, in our city. And what I witnessed on the G20 summit was appalling. What happened, innocent people were being detained, illegal searches, secret laws passed in private, a security law fence rule, which came out to be misleading, you know? So I wasn't a protester before, I wasn't an activist, but I lived downtown and I was curious what was happening in our city, so I just wanted to take a walk, and I got caught up in it because I saw people being detained, arrested. I got ID checked about twice, and they threatened me with arrest, so I didn't like the fact that they're taking away civil rights from people during this 3-day event. We all have human rights, and we're not going to be brutalized by the police, we're not going to be terrorized.
Our charter rights were violated on such a mass scale that we've never seen in this country. And that charter rights is the Canadian Constitution. That charter right is protected under the supremacy of God. The People's Law comes first. The People's Law is the Canadian Charter that supersedes any other law, especially the government's law. People always come first in this country. And that's why I thought it was important to stand up. And if you want civilian oversight, there's 3 documentaries out there. One is The Fifth Estate. It's called You Should Have Stayed at Home. Well, I chose not to stay at home. I chose to go down there and use my freedom of speech, and use my rights for freedom of assembly and for the freedom of the press. And we should never be in fear, because we have those rights. Those are fundamental rights in this country. In other countries like Libya and Egypt, people are dying for those rights.
They are attacking the constitutions of both Canada and America.
That's right.
Those are fundamental freedoms in any free and open society. The fundamental freedoms are the freedom of assembly, the freedom of speech, and the freedom of free press. I heard somewhere that the greatness of Canada is the right to protest for a right.
These are fundamental freedoms, the freedom of speech, the freedom of assembly, and we have to advocate that, and that's happening all around the world.
Yeah.
Don't arrest peaceful protesters, arrest criminal bankers.
And I was at the budget cut meeting here at City Hall, and I was punched in the face by a police officer. We have the video footage, and I had that same direct officer slap the camera out of my hand. Now, I'm a civilian journalist. camera was slapped out of my hand, and I went to go retrieve my camera behind the police line. I was not threatening. I had my hand in the air. There's video evidence up on YouTube, and I said, I'm going to get my camera, and that's when I was tackled by 4 officers, brutally attacked, arrested, and I had a bloody face. You know, these are my scars. This is what I have, but I continue to speak out. So what I'm going to be doing is counteracting those charges with assault, okay, on me, and destruction of personal property. That's the difference. What they did was they unlawfully arrested me, okay, and what I did was lawful.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What are the charges? What are the charges? What are the charges? What are the charges?
The officer slapped down my hands and I got punched in the face. I got punched in the face. I don't have a lawyer. I don't have a lawyer. This is an unlawful arrest. Derek Soberal. D-E-R-E-K, last name S-O-B-E-R-A-L. I did not break the law. I'm a lawful.
Fucking abuse of power! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go!
I was trying to get my camera.
4 arrests,
And 1
3
inside.
releases. I was the only one that got sent to jail. So I spent 14 hours.
Why did they say you're
Supposedly, the laws that I broke are unlawful assembly, obstruction, peace officer ×2, mischief, interfere with public with property. And when I get punched and I get my camera broken, I have the right to go retrieve that camera, and that's what I was doing. You know? We have civil rights, and we have to exercise them. And more people have to get out here and stand up for what you believe in. You know, we have a lot of things happening in this city. Yeah, and it's so important.
There's a policeman not wearing his badge.
Which one? Oh my God.
Just 20, and I saw gross human rights abuses going on, and civil rights abuses perpetrated not just by individual officers, but I think it was a systemic work, and that this needs to be investigated, and a full public inquiry, anything short of a full public inquiry is not holding up to Canadian standards.
What's the number you're taking away from
20 at this point is about a
Oh yeah.
But your other guys are there, and they're okay.
I will
identify myself to you, no problem.
Yeah, yeah,
You chose
yeah.
not to wear your name tag.
No, that's
It's
not true.
It's not policy.
That's not true.
Well, that's what Blair said.
And then they can recognize people that are beating.
So did the cops at G20.
Yeah, he's got his reasons for not wearing his name tag, he said.
No,
But he doesn't want to tell us what it is.
He's ashamed.
I thought it was the law. They had to.
It is. Get on YouTube.
Mr. Bubble was a good one, yes.
I thought it was Blair's law who demanded their names be
He
there.
says he has his own secret.
While we're on discussion, what makes you think that you can walk into a public intersection and block traffic?
Because I'm a free Canadian and I have the right to protest.
That's it.
Absolutely.
It was.
That's right.
Well,
I have a right to protest because
Oh,
I was
my.
born in Canada.
yeah.
That's right.
I have the right to protest.
From the UK London Guardian was punched. Jesse Prieston from the Real News was punched in the face. These are all facts. So I really want the journalists and the media to cover the facts and to stand up for your industry. Because an assault on a journalist is an assault on a human being. And that's why we're standing up here. We're standing up for the rights and freedoms of all Canadians.